Hello traders, welcome back to this video. It's another Sunday to do our top-down analysis, and I have some few pairs for you guys. And before even we start, as SMC traders, if you are an SMC trader, you know how tough things have been. Let's say maybe for the past 2 weeks, the market has been moving aggressively, not allowing SMC traders to have their entries. But anyway, we still have to continue. Because personally for me, I've not been having good trade entries, and I think it is because of the market condition at the moment. So, but anyway, so in the pairs that I have today, I have a US 30 as my first pair. So on US 30, I was expecting a reaction once price comes into this area. So my buyers from our last analysis was coming from the daily time frame, and then we had this break of structure here. You can see clearly the price is moving in an uptrend in the daily time frame, and the only correct thing that as a trader you can do is to join this move to the upside. So you can see here clearly price came into this last order flow. We had this last order flow, which is our demand area. So this is the last order flow. I mean, this is the last selling before this aggressive buying, the upside. So price has come back into this the demand level, and then we have price reacting from that point, the upside. So currently, right now, I'm looking for buys on US 30. And then we also had this order block here, a very good order block. Sorry, a very good fair value gap, and the price is currently reacting from that fair value gap. So I had marked a very good point of interest down here in the 4-hour time frame, and it looks like price is not going to come back down there. But if price will be dropping once again, it will be coming back into this order block before we take our buys the upside. So in our last analysis, we had a very good bias, and then we were trying to look for some selling opportunities. Price tapped into this order block here. We had a reaction to the upside, and I told you guys that we should be looking for a selling opportunity from this area here to the downside. So price came back into that area, and then we had that massive selling the downside. But right now, I need to be looking for those buying opportunities to the upside, because price has already tapped into the demand level that I wanted to see price coming back into. And then also we have this breaker block. I think price is reacting from that breaker block. So this is a very good supply zone that was disrespected, and therefore once the market came back into that area once again, you can see price is respecting that breaker block. So, and because of that, I need to be looking for those buys to the upside. And if I come into the lower time frame, you can see that price has had a very good change of character, an internal change of character here. And I think we should be looking for those buys to the upside. So to have more confirmation if price is going to go to the upside, I need to see price going above this area. So let me clear that. I need to see price closing above this high, and then I'll be sure that the market is ready to go and clear this external liquidity. But as of now, let us try to look for a buying opportunity from this area. So I have this fair value gap here in the 4-hour time frame, and I think price will be coming back into that area because of this change of character, an internal change of character. And then we try to look for buys from this area to the upside. Also, another thing that you should be very keen on is the order block here, the daily order block that the price came back to mitigate. You can we can simply have a drop from this area, the downside. So you need to be very careful when trying to take a trade from this point to the upside. But generally, I still expect price to push up. Let's say maybe if we have a reaction from this area and then we have the price dropping, I think price will be coming back into this area before we take our buys to the upside. But as of now, let us focus on this point. So let me clear all these drawings to make our chart very clear. So as of now, I think this will be my best point of interest, this fair value gap. And then if a price fails to react from that area, I would want to see price coming back into this extreme area before we take our buys the upside. But as of now, let us wait for this area and then we take our confirmation before we take our buying opportunities. And our first target will be up here, and then we also try to look for trades targeting this external liquidity. So on a US 30, let us try to look for buys, guys. Let us try to look for an opportunity to take our buys the upside. So that is what I think on a US 30. We are supposed to be looking for those buying opportunities to the upside. Then next I have XAU USD. So on XAUUSD, we have been having crazy moves to the upside, and we had a fake change of character here, or rather, you can say a very small change of character whereby we didn't have momentum. And I've been telling you guys that I didn't really like the way the market moved to the downside to form a change of character at this point. So, and it ended up being a liquidity, a trap, and we had this area as a break to the upside, and then we also had this break here to the downside, which formed a very good change of character, but this change of character was not uh, uh, convincing enough because we had some small momentum. We didn't have good momentum pushing price to the downside, communicating to us that there is a sellers present in the market. So later on, it ended up being a trap, and we didn't have any confirmation from this point. I was looking to sell from this area, but price went straight up the upside because uh, it came back into this area. And then also we had a news event, a non-news event, and then price tapped into this area, and then we had that massive move to the upside. So always when the price taps into a point of interest, always try to look for a momentum communicating to you that price is reacting from your point of interest. So currently, right now, because prices are having that bullish move to the upside, I think we'll still have more movement to the upside. And currently, right now, I'm watching out for this area. I'm watching out for this last order flow here that we have before the market had that massive sell downside. So I'm watching out to see what the price will be doing once it comes into this point. Remember, if I zoom out, you can see we had this daily break of structure here, and then we had an internal structure down here as well, and then price broke above, forming a very good change of character. And then since then, we have been having some more push to the upside. So currently, right now, I still expect see gold buying to the upside, and therefore in the daily time frame, this is my best point of interest, the first best point of interest that I have. And if price taps into this area, I'll be expecting a pullback into this area, and then we see if price will be moving even higher the upside. So just expect gold can still be pushing up, but if anything will happen to the market, we'll be changing our bias. So currently, right now, this is my best point of interest, and then I'll try to look to see if price will be coming back into this daily order block, and then we take our buys the upside. And then if you want to refine your order block, you can refine it to that for our order block, which is a very good order block. And then we don't have a very good liquidity just above this area. Also, we still have more fair value gap below that area. So we can also expect price to try and drop into this area before taking our buys the upside. So remember, this area is where some liquidity was taken out, so this can still come back into this area, and then we try to take our buys to the upside. So I'll be looking for price to come back into this area, and then once price comes into this area, we try to look for a confirmation before we take any buying opportunities to the upside. And then if price doesn't, if this point of interest doesn't hold the price, we expect price to come back down into this extreme fair value gap, and then we wait for a confirmation before we take any buying opportunities to the upside. So this week on gold, I still expect more buys, guys, to the upside. I still expect buying opportunities, and therefore this will be my first point of interest, and I'll be trying to look for a trade opportunity from that area, and then I'll target this supply level that we have in the daily time frame. So I've marked that supply level because that is the last order flow. If I show you guys on the 4-hour time frame, so this was the last buy before the selling momentum to the downside. And this area was not mitigated. So we had this movement up, a pullback into this area. Price went up to sweep that high's liquidity. You can see that high there clearly. So if I move this onto this other side, you can see. So that was the high that was swept, and then this was the last order flow from this low to this high, and therefore there is no any price that came back to mitigate this area. So that is why I've marked that area as a very good supply zone where we can see gold trying to react from. So that will be my point of interest. I will be expecting price coming back into that area, and then we have a reaction to see a pullback to the downside. So currently, right now, that is what I think on XAUUSD. I don't have a very good setup for you guys, but let us try as much as possible to look for some buying opportunities. So far this week, I've not been taking any trade on gold because I didn't have good setups. So that is why I'm saying that as SMC traders, we have not been having some good, personally, I've not been having some good setups. So on NAS 100, I have another analysis on NAS 100. So on NAS 100, we have been having some selling momentum to the downside. And I told you guys that if price is going to respect this break of structure here to the downside, I need to see price clearing this low to the downside. And therefore, currently right now, price is that low, and I'm currently waiting to see if price will be breaking that low, and then I look to sell to the downside. So as of now, we still have that momentum, the buying momentum to the upside, and then also we have this area here. And if price will be breaking that low, price can also come back down and react from this daily order block that is unmitigated, and then we see more buys to the upside. But as of now, let us focus on this area inside the lower time frame, the 4-hour time frame. We have this break of structure here. We had this internal change of character, and price has been falling since then. So, and right now we had this low. This is the strong low, and that is why you can see price is struggling to break below. And if price will be breaking below, it means price will be looking to come even lower. Let's maybe into this daily order block that I marked for you guys, or even lower to clear this external liquidity. So as of now, we have price reacting from that area, and also we have the rejection. You can see some rejection candles there. Then inside the 1-hour time frame, we have an internal change of character. So let me drop even lower. You can see here we had this break here to the downside. We have that break to the downside, and then we have an internal change of character. But I think this is only liquidity. This is some liquidity that the market took out. And then after that, personally for me, I'm not going to consider this as my change of character because I need to see momentum, the market moving to the upside with momentum, communicating to me that buyers are present in the market. So I'll just consider that as a liquidity. For me, I'll just consider that as a liquidity area that the market went up to take out, and then we have price tapping into this order block here. We have the price tapping into that order block, and then we had this massive move to the downside. So I was expecting price to clear this low, the downside, but price came back into this area, and then we have this rejection to the upside. So currently right now I still expect selling opportunities, and I see that price has come back into this 1 hour order block. Though we don't have any liquidity, just sitting just below this order block. So that is why I think price can still push even higher. And if price will be looking to buy from that low and respect this strong low, I expect that price moves even higher. But as of now, let us watch out. If price will be dropping even lower, we still want to be looking for more selling opportunities to the downside. But if we want to be taking our buys to the upside, let us see if price will be breaking above this high, and then we see if price gives us an opportunity to buy to the upside. And then I also have this area, also have this point of interest down here. And I think if price is willing to buy to the upside, we should be looking for buying opportunities from this area. And then we try to target a 1 is to 3 to the upside. So I think for now, NAS 100 doesn't have a very clear structure to be trading, and that is why I still have to be very keen and try to look for a very good entry from this area, because I still think NAS 100 will be buying to the upside. That is why I'm trying to look for some buying opportunities from this low. But clearly on this low here, we don't have any order block that is going to support our bias, or let's say maybe we don't have a very good order block that can be a confluence to our entry from this area to the upside. So there is also higher chances that the market will clear this low and continue to the downside. So just be very careful when trying to trade NAS 100. So that is what I think on NAS 100, guys. It is either we look for a selling opportunity once price clears this low, or we just wait, see what the price will be doing. And if price will be moving to the upside, I need to see this high cleared out. And then we try to look for those buying opportunities, the external liquidity. So that is my view on NAS 100, guys. Let us wait and see what the market does. And then I also have silver. I also have silver. So on silver, we also have the same movement as how the gold has been moving. We had this break of structure here, and then we have been having price pumping to the upside. Also on silver, we didn't have very good change of character, and I have been telling you guys that I didn't really like this kind of change of character that the market formed here, because when a change of character is formed by the market, we always try to see if the price is moving aggressively. So meaning we should be seeing some fair value gaps at least, and let's say maybe a very good order block. So in this case here, we had a very bad change of character, and therefore the market just formed one break of structure, and then price went straight to the upside and failed to react from this uh, breaker block. So later on, after price broke above, price came back once again to retest this breaker block, and then we had the move the upside. So as for me, any pullback that reacts from a breaker block becomes a liquidity to me. And therefore, this area here, this low here, this order block, for me, I think the price will be using this area as a liquidity, and therefore we also have this fair value gap down here, and I think that is where the price will be looking to come back into, and then we try to look for buying opportunities from. So as for me, I'm going to consider this low as a liquidity. This coming week, I need to see price taking out this low and then use it as a liquidity before I take any buying opportunities from this fair value gap, this extreme fair value gap, and then we try to take a trade from that area. And then in the daily time frame, we have a very good order block, and I think the market is coming to that area. I think the market is coming to this order block here. Uh, I have marked, and then this order block also had a fair value gap, although the fair value gap was mitigated, you can see here. But that order block is very, very important. So, and I think price will be coming back into that area, that order block. Therefore, we also had this low here that took out all these lows. We have this first low and this second low. So there was some liquidity taken out here before the market went to the upside, form this break of structure. So currently right now, I will be using that low as a liquidity. I'll be using this low here as a liquidity, and then I'll be expecting price to come into this extreme point of interest. And also we have a very good demand level. This was the last selling before the buy to the upside. So this was the last selling here before the buy in the 15 minutes time frame. So we have the market selling down before this aggressive buying the upside. So that will be my demand level as well. If I come back into the higher time frame, we also have that area as a demand level. So if you can refine your point of interest, you can also refine it into this area here, a very good point of interest. And you can see that is the area that I've marked there. And once price comes into that area, we try to look for our confirmation from that point, and then we look for buying opportunities from that area to the upside. So our first target will be this external liquidity. That is if price will be pulling back from that area, and then we try to target the external liquidity. So that is it, guys, on silver. That is what I think will happen on silver. Let us try to look for a pullback into this area, and then we take our buying opportunities, the upside. So that is it for this video. Watch out for another video on the other channel so that you can see the other pairs that I have for you guys on that channel as well. So don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment down below the comment section, and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss on any analysis on this channel.